Hey everyone, welcome back to Metal Rain Liquid. You know, it sounded better in my head before I started the recording. We're back with Raincoat, and it's time for us to sneak our way into Dr. Huesca's lab. There's supposed to be more of the people ahead, but hopefully that doesn't go bad. Please don't kill us. Oh shit, there they are. There's two of them and they're looking the wrong way.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible.
Haha, I get it. Joke.
You gotta make
Funny.
sure you don't get clumsy.
Wee-oo.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the doctor's computer. All that's left is to check the computer.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get spotted right now. Yuma, you fucking idiot!
Who's there?
You fucking fool.
Oh no!
Literally all you had to do was not touch the can, bro!
Jeez, I told you not to get clumsy.
Literally take one step to the left and you would have been fine.
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here? I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do that before going to the mystery labyrinth.
Vivia, you mind helping?
What are you gonna do?
Take him out, buddy.
What do I do?
Nothing is done
Come
by yourself.
quietly. Resistance is futile.
Adios, nerd.
What's the
Got him. Damn. The syringe?
Sheesh. What a pain.
Minduksai.
I want to die someday.
Thank you for doing your bit. Jeez, this man.
Vivia, you came to help me?
I never
always
get
like
tired
to
of
keep
that
this
portrait.
syringe in my pocket.
How many things do you keep in your pocket?
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
For real.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me. You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer.
Appreciated.
Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now.
Hello, tall,
Hey.
lanky man. You're going to check the doctor's computer, right? I think you should look into that as soon as possible. And that we shall. Thank you much.
It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
Wow, you lucked out.
No one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
Fair enough.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log.
So I guess we just need to look up for the right date and think of the
So
time.
if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since. So,
Huh.
that means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
Jeez.
90
When he
days?
So that's when he first got his food from those people, I guess.
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Okay.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in.
professional neat.
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did.
This place must have been stank to high heaven after 3 months.
Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's the perfect, impossible crime.
A locked room mystery.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
So, can we check a security camera or something?
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
Spooky.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
Oh. From... Wow, that is a name and a half. Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for the time being.
It appears it's time to call it quits. We've profited enough from this already. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I shall fully withdraw from here. With this money I will fund my new research.
Are the rumors true? You intend to leave Kanai Ward? Doctor, don't tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. I hope you already know this, but you have nowhere to go. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I will not permit any betrayal. I've told you before, but you have nowhere to run. Prepare yourself.
This is...
Quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
There's a few. Could be Fink, it could be Yomi, it could be a few people.
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The
Yeah.
doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years. But it
Jeez.
seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Anon, what are you doing? We can't hold hands before marriage. Mako,
Anonymous be the
take
one
my
who hired
hand,
the hitman?
please!
The doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security.
Makes sense.
It also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade.
Yeah. Maybe he just felt he was safe after 3 months. He's just like, oh, they probably gave up by now or something.
Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Because he was just like, yeah, it's probably about time I get out of my lab or something.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure
How
that out in
did
the
the couple
labyrinth
get
for
through
sure.
such perfect security and murder the doctor. If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
Well. Uh-oh. Problems. And Yomi, big shock.
What are you doing here?
You again?
Oh, yep, it is time for us to go to the labyrinth.
What are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way.
Guns are only pointed at us. They are just ignoring Vivia's existence.
Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash
Yeah, sure.
must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your
What is your deal? Oh shit.
Yuma Cocoa Head.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it.
Wow.
Of course. It'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
I'm surprised you didn't make fun of my name. Also, it's very funny, like, how consistently Yomi of all characters has like his one eye covered. So he just has like one eye constantly open, and then you always like see the silhouette of his other one because it's literally never shown.
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master!
It's finally time.
We're finally acting like partners!
Only took, you know, 5
And
cases
of
technically.
course, it's all thanks to my patient training!
All right, wow, real casual about it. Anyways, show off the titties. It's time again. It's been a while. Swing, swing. Vivia's just watching this in utter horror. Strike a pose. Smirk. He's so casual about it, he doesn't care. He just looked to the side like, huh. He's so disinterested. Well, now he doesn't have to fake that he can't see Shinigami or something. He can just now be like, he can now just, you know, not have to lie totally. He can just be like, oh, so that's, He's like, are you my mother? Been a while since we've heard this music. Here we go.
I see.
He's smiling.
So this is your true power. Yuma, I knew you were dangerous.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late!
Backflip cake.
I want to die someday.
Thanks. Down the rabbit hole we go. Jump scare. I never get tired of these cutscenes. They're always just so fun. There's a lot of them in general, you know. Like there is a lot of them. I guess we'll save here. And we'll head straight in. We're only 13 minutes into the recording. I ain't stopping that soon.
Detective Deed, I'm a pal, robot researcher.
Oh right, I forgot. When I die, I want it to be by Amapal's hand. Yeah, dude's beyond kinky. Figuring out who Fink the Slaughter Artist is gonna be interesting. Because we have like no info, basically. All the stuff we figure out is gonna have to be through like the frickin' labyrinth. All we know is that they're tall, basically. Hey,
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing?
for real.
Oh, Vivia.
Can't you catch us on the way down or
this
something,
is called
Shinigami?
the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You're fast to understand.
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
He just knows.
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time.
Yep.
He could?
I'm glad they're not beating around the bush anymore now that they're in here.
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things.
I guess that that explains his forte, you know, in combination with him saying that he wants to die someday and his very passive nature. Like, him being able to be in tune with spiritual stuff makes sense.
My forte was gained through training that innate talent.
Yeah.
Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it.
Oh. Wait, so could you tell what she was saying at all?
Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency, and saw that death god clear as crystal.
Gotcha.
After that, I did some research. I discovered
So that's how you learned about the Book of
WDO
Death.
underground book vault held something called the Book of Death, and also that someone had taken it.
Huh. Nah, Vivia's still gonna lose his memories of this stuff, isn't he?
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book. Only a handful of people
Whoa.
have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
True, yes.
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
Man, am I glad that he... Okay, you know what? You're very based for just getting to the heart of all these issues. I appreciate it, man. Because yes, it is true, and I don't know what you're going to say to Yuma, but I'm behind you on it.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die.
Yes.
If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Correct.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's
Oh,
just
now
what
he's
happens when...
Oh, now you're deflecting. After all this time of admitting to yourself that you did it, now you're backpedaling. Oh, that's a bit saucy. I don't know about that one, Yuma.
I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
Okay, no, nah, that's on both of your hands, actually. You're the one that gaslit him into this, doing it on the second case.
Hey!
It's both of you.
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
He just lays down.
So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you.
Damn,
Well, if you don't
that's
have
new
any
info.
regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets. I don't have any of those. But there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Huh. I guess he wants to die someday, but not
Especially after you
today.
exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
Fair.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way.
Oh, right, he doesn't have memories of the case anymore, does he?
Well, Master, let's do the usual.
All right,
Yeah,
time to smooch.
okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life
Live
for the truth?
Vivia reaction.
I am.
I really hope he just has like the most blank stare possible. That would honestly be the funniest outcome to having to witness this again. Honestly, Vivia's like monotone like expressions are really funny in some scenarios. And I think this would definitely be one of them if he's just like stone-faced. Like he's he's very funny in a unique way, I guess, is the best way to word it. What's his face? I need it.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
Okay, yeah, he's just... You know what? Never mind. I should have expected him to just zone in on the sword instead of carrying. That's pretty good too, though. Not even saying it, just going right to it. And now he's just gonna be like, I see. Like, he's just gonna be like, so those are all of the clues manifested.
Is that key something like a clue for the case?
Yep. Dude is very matter of fact.
Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I like this dynamic of just like Shinigami, who is constantly off the walls with energy, and then you have Vivia, who is the exact opposite.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
This will be a fun dynamic. And in we go. Down the rabbit hole we go, one might even say. And here we are.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Okay, so he does keep it.
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
Is it a spiritual connection thing again?
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
Interesting.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
Yeah. I mean, Vivia doesn't have a contract, so couldn't he just spill the beans to everyone in our place? Because if we're not allowed to say anything about the death god because of our contract, but he's not a part of the contract.
It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
Hey, it's all part of your contract. You're the one who made the terms and conditions.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overridden. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability.
Huh.
I don't know either.
Wait, let me go back on that one a bit. Can I? Oh wait, no.
But coalescence is your power, Shinigami?
Somehow I doubt that. I used coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. I mean, maybe it's because... I mean, it could just be because she's too far away, same with all the others, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure coalescence is actually Yuma's ability, and for some reason Shinigami's is hiding that fact.
Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
No, you can't use any whatchamacallit,
It doesn't matter
fortes.
Anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Yeah.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
I know, right?
Jeez, you ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
Alright, what do we got? Bring us over. Let us in. Now we gotta walk a ways. Ways. In we go. True is elusive, it's nowhere to be found. Here we go. The first question.
There's that mystery!
Bye-bye. Say goodbye to your headmaster. Wait, again? Huh? Why is it empty?
I told you to stop surprising me like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Locks?
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, No choice appeared either.
There's just a lock.
Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
True.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
You know, I just realized, Shinigami, totally not for any particular reason, but the crest on your portrait is just golden, while the one on your model is green. Oh wait, maybe that's just the lighting, actually. Yeah, never mind. I think that might just be the lighting.
The mystery is the fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security, and yet he was found stabbed to death.
It's gotta be how they got in and out.
We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel.
But Amapel got pushed over.
Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure.
We know so little about the hitman that it's kind of hard to tell, honestly.
Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Peacekeepers?
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing here?
So he's finally manifested into a labyrinth, I see.
Yomi Hellsmile.
So the director of the peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the mystery labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Why is Vivia so damn smart? I mean, I guess when you're so busy doing nothing, the one thing you have is your imagination. I mean, he reads a shit ton of books too, so... I mean, I guess that's why he's so imaginative and is able to accept these things so easily.
Right.
His preconceived notions do not much exist.
You pieces of shit.
Whoa. They just kind of spoiled what he looks like. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say they kind of spoiled what he looks like on the side there, but gosh darn, that's a sick design.
Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice.
What is that
For
sword?
Chief Yako, for everyone.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
Alright, come on, Hell Smile, what you got? Is that like a whip sword? It almost looks like one at least. Hard to tell. Regardless, it is time for you to go take a trip down the shitter. I don't know why, but whenever Yomi is on screen, I feel the need to curse. That's a new music. It's like a freaking...
You're the ones who killed.
Okay, we'll just have to roll with it for now. I want to listen to this music, though. Yeah. That's definitely... This thing is in my mind at all times. Disabled an hour ago.
Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security
Worm.
system to the doctor's lab.
That's true.
And then murdered
Oh
him
my
inside.
jeez.
Until
on,
you
what you
actually
got?
entered the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed.
The critical security system for the critical lab stayed open.
Active.
Good
It's
music.
impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
Possible to bypass the system while it's active. Jeez, this music though. Oh my gosh. One of those things that I almost want to just sit here and listen to for a bit. On a separate power system, I don't know.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab.
Ow.
There couldn't be an intruder.
I messed up. Pretty sure that was the last statement, though. The security was on and we don't know how someone could have broken through. There has to be an intruder, though. That's the only explanation to the doctor's death. Does any of the evidence we collected support that? Try taking another look at the solution keys.
You're the
Alright. Wasn't this toxic gas security log? Shoe print. Okay, I guess that's the thing saying.
Dr. Weska. You disarmed to the doctor's lab.
Wham, 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 wham. Ah.
Until the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Swing. Ah.
Past the In other words,
Be gone, Alvin the Chipmunk.
no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Out of here. There we go. It was the shoe print. I feel like we've got to use that shoe print again. That's probably why we're getting it out of the way right now.
When the body was first discovered,
This
Amapao
music
was
is
about
so
to enter
good.
the doctor's lab.
Listen to that bass.
But something bumped into it and knocked it over. In fact, there was a mark on Amapao's head, like someone kicked it.
I'm still questioning how they kicked it, though.
That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
Like that dude must have been tall as hell to set its foot on top of it if they were going to do that.
You call that evidence? Is
Yeah.
bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
What you got?
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, repel. Let's go. I love
Shit.
Pokemon.
There was an intruder? That's impossible.
Ish.
And in fact, you proved that yourself.
That claim
Outta
doesn't
here.
hold up.
How so? Elaborate, fool.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
All right, we're cooking again, 3 times in a row.
If there was another intruder, then where
Whoa,
did they
that was
go?
cool.
By the time you arrived at the scene,
Damn it! Wow,
there
I
was
suck.
no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical lab. There's no
Yeah,
way
my
they
sight.
got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it?
Slipped away and you missed it. I haven't really looked at this in detail, but
That's obviously impossible.
well,
Isn't that funny?
no, not really.
You just proved you committed the crime.
Okay, what do we got?
Right.
It's true we didn't see anyone on our way to the lab after disabling the security.
What does that mean?
How could the culprit have hidden from us? Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. That's what it is. They used it to get past us, but they didn't do— oh my gosh. That's what it was. The cover of the one in the panel cannot open or okay, it's this. We can go—
was
you
another
can go in there.
And where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else.
Out of here.
right? There's
Got 'em.
no place to hide in the critical lab. There's no way they got past you. Or are
There
you
we
saying
go.
they slipped away and you missed it?
Out of here. Wait, what? Oh, that was not the wrong one. Shorty detective and this sheltered skank were there too, so no one could have sneaked by without being seen. But look at the solution key. That there was a space in the room that a person can fit in. So maybe someone could have hidden there. Yeah, okay, I got that part.
Where did they go?
Ow.
I was about to fall asleep.
By the time
You are not allowed to fall
there
asleep.
was no one else, right?
There's no place to hide.
In the critical. There's no way they got past it. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed? That's obviously impossible. Isn't that funny? Just proved you committed the crime.
Okay, maybe it was there's no place to hide in the critical lab. All right, maybe it was just that one. Sorry, I'm kind of
Where did they go?
I'm kind of choking.
By the time you arrived, there's no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical lab.
That's what it was. Okay, sorry. For some reason, I thought the critical lab only included the final room and not like everything before it.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside.
Yeah, I didn't even consider the fact that someone could hide in there and sneak and use it to sneak by.
If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway.
All right, with that in mind, things become a lot more possible.
Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
Blah, be blah, be blah. My name's Yomi Hellsmile, and I'm a nerd. All right. Well, that definitely helps a lot. Finally gives us a bit of a idea of what we're chasing here.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
Do I have to bleed again for you to get the words to show up, Shinigami?
Sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Oh gosh, no. Yep, we're doing it again. Oh no. Was there an intruder?
Come on, why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth.
I mean, this is a real simple one. It was just more of a matter of getting it to show up. What do you have to say?
Huh? You better not say you don't know which to pick.
Say.
Okay, yeah, that was just a light in. Sorry, I had to check. Like, it looks green there, and then you turn it sideways, and it's like, no, wait. Alright, easy peasy. Gotta make it simple at the start of the case. Or at the start of the labyrinth, I should say. At the start of the labyrinth, I should say.
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
Sorry.
Shinigami hates sighing.
Anyway, let's head inside.
Like, this is not a new thing. She has been like that multiple times. Sadako.
There was an intruder
Whoa.
for sure.
Cool
We
idea.
know someone
Cool
bumped
place.
into Amapau.
The culprit probably hit Amapau on their way out.
Yeah. So I guess they hit Amapau and then they booked it to the airlock, crawled inside, all while we were still looking at the corpse through Amapau.
After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber.
Yeah, so they needed to wait inside the airlock.
So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
Correct.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but no one in their right mind would look in there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
Nah, no one in their right mind would have checked that place.
It's not an excuse, but it is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them.
Yeah.
And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
That part is true. We probably should have left someone behind to wait. Should have, like, left Fubuki behind. Then she could at least rewind time and stuff.
Master,
Rewind it
following
fast
in regret
enough.
is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
Alright, and there's the door. Blum 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 bada 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 bup. How many TVs will we see? A lot, apparently, but it's all about a matter of how many times. This is the third one we've seen so far. Another door.
Really? Another fork in the path.
Two in a row. That's pretty unique. Oh, God. Into the lab.
Seems like we're finally at the central question.
Deactivated security. Not the left one. We know that. Never entered in the first place. We know that's not true. So it must have been the right one by default, right?
This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
He's built different. He can just read. What are you reading?
I'll leave it to you to solve this one, Yuma.
It's got to be the right one. Maybe maybe Fink is related to like the frickin' anonymous person. Good old anemic vampire. It's got to be this one, right? Process of elimination.
Right here.
Man, am I glad the mystery labyrinth makes some of this stuff easy.
The doctor invited the culprit in?
Cool color.
Why?
I always like green.
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside.
Yeah.
If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
But why was Huesca reacting the way he
So
did?
you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
Yeah. Yeah, but why did Dr. Huesca react the way he did? Didn't he basically say like, "Who are you?" and was freaking the hell out? That must have been like right before. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Huh? A trap?
Uh-oh, one of the shaky floors again.
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
Oh.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier.
Well, shit, I chose the wrong option.
People grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
Oh god, what the hell?
Get out of here!
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Oh, that's cool. So now we get like a new one? Not correct. That's cool. It's gotta be this, yeah? So it just... That's interesting.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in.
I wonder if it's one of those things where like we go through all of these and then we figure out the truth, maybe.
Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
Fair.
I know. I'll do better next time.
Will you truly, Yuma? Alright, I'll skip ahead. Game just had to make me do the walk of shame, didn't it? Well, haha, we're back here. Deactivate security by cutting the power. We already know that's not it. So, doesn't it make it this one? But how does that make sense? Deactivated security by cutting power. That doesn't... We already know that they didn't cut the power, right? So what does this mean?
Right here.
I'm super confused, but hey, if it's another Ron path, then I guess we'll take it. If I get punished for my actions, then oh well.
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide?
The knife was in his back,
If
though. That
the
seems
doctor
improbable.
committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
This is so confusing. Yeah, we messed up again. I have no idea what we're doing. I feel like all three of these are wrong.
Huh? This route is wrong too?
Yeah, this has got to be like all three of them are wrong again.
Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Shinigami depression arc.
Let him influence you?
All right. Part 2. What do we got? Why is the doctor committed suicide? Not correct. 3 stab wounds. The kind of person who would take advantage of and sacrifice others for the sake of his research. So severe he... Right, I forgot about the hearing issues. It's this, right? Yeah.
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
Yeah. Alright, looks like we're going through it. All 3 of these seem to be incorrect yet again.
Excuses, Master. Do it again.
You're tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
There's a time limit. We can't do that.
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
Supposedly a time limit, at least. Wait, I can hold the frickin' run button. I can hold the fast forward in that section? That's crazy. Yo, what the hell? Process of elimination. There isn't like something behind me or some shit, is there? Almost feels like there should be at this point. I don't know. All 3 of these are wrong. This game is tricking me. I'm on to you. I mean, it was already on to you by the second one, but
The culprit
all 3
used the blackout to slip past
RGB.
security and into the lab.
Nope.
That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Because it's not the truth. And we're about to see it. Now that I can fast forward through those things, that's very useful to know. Definitely cuts down on travel time.
This was the last route.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels.
I don't know what type you're referring to, but I agree.
Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
Really, Master?
Oh my gosh, Yuma, how could you?
Of course not.
No, I
Focus.
think he's onto
We
something.
need to get out of here.
Alright. Why is deactivated security by cutting power not correct? Critical lab security system operating as separate than what is managed in the electrical room. Was disabled an hour ago. I guess it's this. Ow! Never mind.
I won't make it in time.
Alright, that's fine. Redo. Alright, fine. This one. But that one was technically
The doctor
correct,
said
right?
The critical
Like,
lab was on a separate grid.
I don't know.
And the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building.
And done with all 3.
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
That we are looking in the wrong place again. I mean, we don't know what it means, but I think we're gonna call it here. We've made a decent headway into the labyrinth, and, well, this is probably gonna take quite a while still. This mystery is certainly a large one, involving most of the cast, which I really appreciate. But next time on Raincode, we're gonna make farther into the labyrinth. Hopefully we'll get some good footholds on the truth. We definitely learned some good stuff though this time with the... I didn't think of the airlock decontamination hiding spot thing by myself, so that's 1 point for the game. We'll see what else I can or cannot figure out in the next one though. Thank you very much for watching. Adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.